Bringing trending issues of local, national, and international concern to the table for fruitful discussion. This is the Night Talk, the late evening interactive show which highlights issues in the news and trending events at Tubman University, Maryland County, Liberia, and the rest of the world. Tonight, Tubman University's SGA inauguration set for Thursday. President-elect Dell Johnson will tell us more about preparations as the College of Health Sciences gets new leadership. Pleebo District Number 2 Representative Anthony Williams fights back, prays for summoning of Police Inspector General Gregory Coleman and Justice Minister and officials of the MOPP in reaction to alleged missteps by the Liberia National Police's ERU during the search and seizure warrant obtained by MOPP from the Pleebo Magisterial Court last week. And the burial of the half-rotten corpse. What's the latest on that? Brian Dio is also standing by to fill us in with other developments. At a point in time, we would afford you, the listeners, that golden opportunity to call in and have your say in a very civil manner. My name is Rocheford Gardiner. This is the Night Talk. Stay tuned. I will be right back after a few more bars of our signature. Yes, indeed, we are back on the Night Talk. And why don't we invite someone to listen? Well, as you heard in the intro, the plenary of the Liberia legislature has voted to summon the Inspector General of Police and the Minister of Justice to explain the recent actions of the Emergency Response Unit, ERU, and the Police Support Unit, PSU, of the Liberia National Police. This decision, made during the 9th day of extraordinary session on September 17, was prompted by concerns raised by Maryland County District 2 Representative Anthony Williams. Representative Williams highlighted the troubling reports that PSU and ERU officers had been forcibly removing residents from their homes and marketplaces under the guise of conducting a search and seizure operations for palm oil, allegedly at the request of the Maryland Oil Palm Plantation, MOPP. In his communication to plenary, Williams stated, "Our investigation has revealed that the search and seizure warrant was grossly misused. The warrant lacked clear specifications regarding the items which were to be seized, which areas were to be searched, and which individuals were targeted. Instead, it was executed arbitrarily, deviating from the established legal protocols for such actions." And of course, as soon as we get word from Representative Anthony Williams, we will be linking up with him to hear more about the summon of Liberia National Police's Inspector General and the Minister of Justice, as well as officials of the MOPP. So we're trying to link up also with Brian Dio, who will fill us in on other developments, especially beginning with the Tubman University College of Health Science and the Student Government Association's inauguration, which is slated for Thursday. Brian, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for having me on Night Talk.
Okay, and so the College of Health Science inducted into office some new officials today. You mind telling us about that?
Oh, yes. The College of Health Sciences today did their installation program. That program marked a new beginning for the College of Health Sciences. The team is being headed by Samuel Boti, who's the current president now for the College of Health Sciences. Matter of fact, for 4 semesters, that's 2 years, the College of Health Sciences went out of leadership. That is due to crazy within the college. The dean, Dr. Joseph Vedder, otherwise to have suspended activities, that's student activities in terms of elections or whatever, having leadership in the college. But after several years, he otherwise to have allowed the students to have a very participatory process. And so he immediately appointed us as the IMT. We also went into the process by appointing our IEC Independent Elections Committee, and that Independent Elections Committee brought on board the new Court of Officers who were on today inducted into office. Well, making remarks, there were several people at that ceremony, and Councillor Kukuyinon Nyamate is a legal counsel in Liberia. He's also one of Remaji's sons, and himself as the guest speaker on today. That part he wasn't present. You had another person who delivered on behalf of him. But in the deliberation, they indicated that indeed the issue of transparency, the issue of bringing students together and making sure that everything works in positive with what the student need is very cardinal. They also charged the new leadership to ensure that they fully remain focused on advocacy and make sure the students get what they actually need and what they were elected for. Also, you had the president-elect, Samuel Botti, who delivered and said, well, he's grateful to his colleagues, while indicating that during his campaign, he made promises. Those promises will be implemented. He made sure the issue of having solar lights for the College of Health Sciences, to be specific, to focus on the printing press that he's expected to re-establish at the College of Health Sciences, where the students will have access to printing on a low cost. He also made sure the issue of consistently engaging students in terms of whatever problems that they have, so that he and the leadership can be able to solve those problems. And so, yes, it was very colorful. Students from several sectors, colleges also turned out in their numbers, and the program was held at the Tubman Pavilion.
Okay. Now, quickly, before we move over to the burial of that half-rotten corpse, let's talk quickly about the inauguration of the SGA.
By tomorrow, the Student Government Association of Tubman University, after being elected, will fully be inducted into office. Our understanding is that the inauguration ceremony will start at 10 o'clock and expected to climb us up to 11 or 12 o'clock up to 1, but they are not definitely about the time that ceremony is going to come to an end. The program is expected to be graced by schools of officials, including several personalities from respective sectors as well, to grace the occasion. But what appears to be troubling news about that occasion by tomorrow is from the social media. There are posts on the social media from several students who are from the background of the Student Unification Alliance at Tubman University. They are indicating that there should have been a speakership election held, and the speakers should have presided over the session on tomorrow during the induction ceremony. But that wasn't held, and so what they're going to be doing, according to them, is they're going to have a press conference by tomorrow, and the press conference will be at the Tubman Pavilion at 10 o'clock. So exactly this indicates that indeed the time that the inauguration will be ongoing, you have another group of students who might disrupt the activities. We cannot say as to what is going to be their action, but they say they're going to be having an official press conference. So we look on exactly as President Dell Johnson is fully prepared. You may listen that she then announced on the radio that she's fully prepared to take office, and she expects the program to be a very colorful one, while they are calling on students to actively ensure that they attend the program on tomorrow.
Okay, now let's leave that and move over to this half-rotten corpse, which was discovered a couple of days ago along the beach between Middletown and Fishtown.
Yes, and so like we earlier on reported just a day before yesterday about the half-rotten corpse, the Liberia National Police on yesterday, after a series of consultations with the family of the owner of the canoe that capsized, and including the family of George Clarke. After consultations, the family of George Clarke could not accept. In fact, he listened to an episode on the radio. They could not accept that indeed George Clarke was the one who the phone and maybe comes divided. One in Middletown and another one in Fishtown. In fact, they said they needed the living body of George Clarke. So after several appeals, after several calls, and to ensuring in restoring peace and dignity at the level of maybe the community, you have those family members of George Clarke now came up with a common agreement with the owner of the canoe. The agreement indicates that indeed the owner of the canoe will be able to take responsibility of the five kids that the late George Clarke have. In fact, they also said in terms of whatever the case may be, George will consistently, because normally George used to share in terms of whatever finance at the end of the year with the owner of the canoe, because he was on a day storm, and normally you also see him going, putting susu and whatever thing. So they indicated that as per the agreement, the individual or the owner of the canoe going to be giving a specific amount, which he normally used to give George when he was alive, to the family members, to make sure the kids, the 5 kids of George, is being taken care of fully. And so the agreement, after completion, the both sides agreed to have buried the rafting corpse.
Yeah, but Brian, I'm sorry for interrupting, but has it been established that the corpse which was discovered recently is actually that of George Clarke?
Well, family members cannot establish. No one can establish, like you saw the picture that I sent you. But you may be aware that indeed, when George got missing around that time, yes, maybe there might have been other people going missing. But again, they just concluded, family members just concluded and accepted that indeed the rotting corpse found was the corpse of George. And so they accepted. And in fact, the government or the Liberia National Police told them, because they did disagree at first to not bury George. In fact, they said there wasn't anything proving that indeed that was George. And so they stayed aside, but the Liberia National Police said, if maybe you don't want to bury George, then it wouldn't be the responsibility of the community.
Okay.
So they went through the process, and that was a one agreement, and they all came out to make sure they bury George, and or they bury the rotting corpse. So as we speak, calm have been restored in the community, and like the family spoke, they have left everything, indicating that that's the will of God. And so the corpse was buried, and in Fishtown to be specific, because the poor of Rocktown said they couldn't allow the part of the corpse that they had to be buried in Middletown, and they had to transfer it to Fishtown, and everything went positively.
Okay, Brian. Thank you very much, and please try to drink some water.
It's good. Thank you for having me.
Okay, that was Brian Deere, one of our own here. So yes, the show moves on. We're going to link up now. We're going to try to link up with Dell Johnson briefly. Before we get the Honorable Representative of District 2, that's Honorable Anthony Williams, to tell us about the Liberia National Legislature's plenary summoning of the Justice Minister as well as the Police Inspector. Now we have President-elect Dell Johnson on the line. Good evening and welcome to the Night Talk.
Good evening, Mr. Gardiner, and good evening to the people of Maryland.
You sound tired, Madam President-elect.
Yes, they're making arrangements for tomorrow. I just got home.
Okay. Arrangements for tomorrow is exactly why we are having you on the show. What are those arrangements, and is everything now okay?
Yes, as far as we are concerned, everything is okay. We are just waiting for day to break so that the ceremony can take place.
Okay. Now, quickly before we leave you, I know you're very tired. What is this thing about people wanting to disrupt the inauguration? Are you trying to remedy that situation, maybe by trying to negotiate with them, or what? What are you doing about that?
Well, we gave our proposed date to the administration, that is the date for the induction, and the administration approved of said date, and the administration through the Department of Student Affairs included it in the calendar that has to do with students. So as far as we are concerned, all of the students are aware that tomorrow is the inauguration day, and as such, no other grouping is allowed to be at the G-stand except those who are there for the inauguration program. This group that is saying they are going to disrupt, even though they did not use the word disrupt, but they said they are going to make do a press conference tomorrow at the G stand at 10 o'clock, at which time our program will be starting. So and we know that there is no political party on campus. and they are talking about coming under the banner of SWA. So we are now looking up to the administration as to whether the ban that was placed on political parties have been lifted, because as far as we are concerned, we did not see any communication of such. So how can a political grouping come on campus tomorrow at the G-Stand to give a press release after administration offered all of the parties letters that they do not want to see them on the campus? And it's also sad that administration did not even take action against these people when few days ago they gathered at the administration building wearing their party regalias, and they went to approach administration on some issues. And the administration did not do anything about it after all of us were warned that no one is allowed to wear party shirt or anything that has to do with party. So we are remaining calm. We told our supporters already that just in case they come to disrupt anything that we try to do, none of our members, sympathizers, supporters should engage into any form of violence. If they come to do their press release, we're going to call the attention of the administration, and administration is going to put the situation under control. So that is where we are right now. But that is not stopping us from making our preparation. We are prepared for the program tomorrow, and we are asking the students to turn out in numbers because we believe that things will be put under control tomorrow.
And this
No
means
one
that
is going
classes
to
will be
disrupt.
suspended for that period. Am I correct?
That's 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 what always happened. But we saw a communication from Dr. Guato's office, and this communication said that there will be classes. Professors who have classes during that time are allowed to be in class. Students who have classes are allowed to be in class. After their classes, if they are free, then they can come for the program. Which, of course, we think that it is not fair on our part, because this is a student program and we want every student to be there. So we are appealing to the administration that classes for the morning section should hold up to 10 o'clock, at which time the program will begin. And then right after the program, the evening or afternoon classes can hold,
Okay.
so that everybody will be able to witness the occasion.
Okay. Let's leave it there, and we hope that you get enough rest for tomorrow because it's a big one.
Yes, yes.
Thank you very much. Dell Johnson is president-elect of the TUSGA, talking about preparations for the inauguration tomorrow. So we are back on the program, and as we told you earlier, we now have live and direct from Monrovia, Honorable Anthony Williams. Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. Now, from all indications, there are reports in the newspapers that the Honorable House of Representatives have summoned Police Inspector General and the... Are you still there? Okay, I think we're getting the call from Honorable Williams. Hello, can you hear me?
I'm getting you.
Okay, sorry we got disconnected, the network. As I was saying, the Honorable House of Representatives issued a summons on Police Inspector General Gregory Coleman and the Minister of Justice, I think, as well as some officials of the MOPP. Am I correct?
Sure.
Okay, just please tell us about that and why have these people been summoned.
Well, thank you very much. Like I said the other day on your radio, we were voted for by our people in Pleebo, Sullivan District, Maryland County, to be able to professionally engage in situations that are hampering their well-being in Pleebo, Sullivan District, and Maryland County in general. So we thought that it was important that after our elections to be able to engage on a more professional and civilized note, and not to engage in institutions that are providing basic social services for other people, whether like job or whatsoever, on a more professional note, so that we can be able to sit down and dichotomize and know those things that our people having some problem with and know which one is good. So we thought that was going to be the case, but then they select the MOPP and that of the CRC or Safeguard. They decided to, such of, glorious opportunity that we gave them so that we could sit down and have these conversations. And they have just lost or squandered that glorious opportunity, and now we have now reverted on the footing of a complete legislative engagements. You are aware, and I want to say publicly on the radio, thank you for your coverage. Thank you for your coverage in Pleebo Solokan District. It was one of the medium through which we got to know that yes, indeed, there was some hooliganism and activity being exhibited by the Liberia National Police through a purported search and seizure raid issued by one hotel Dennis, who will soon be called to town very soon in Hoysa Main Street. They embark on the unnecessary provocation in Pleebo Solokan District by harassing peaceful citizens in the towns, Barracan, Breaking, Bololu, and you just name it, on grounds that they went to search for oil, knowing fully well that MOPP does not have a name written on any oil, and MOPP, she knows very well in her own understanding that before her coming into Maryland, we had Gregory, had people who got private farms, they got people who MOPP herself gave them some seedings that they planted their palm, and currently as we speak, they're harvesting the palms and they're selling the oil. MOPP had reneged on buying the palm from people, so they bought their own mills and things and start to produce the oil and sell it to our people. But just all of a sudden, one magistrate is there who is being used by MOPP or whoever is using him. He's just issuing writs and going and seizing people things, like if to say MOPP or CRC, their names or their information is written on the palm oil and issue such a rate, and the guys wanted to misuse the search and seizure rate, entering poor houses, beating people. If you watch a video yourself, you get disappointed in why they're firing in the air, like it was in a war zone, which of course we're no longer there. We are now in a democratic state wherein you must do things on most civilized notes. So when they did that, and then I got a report, and I decided to engage them through the national legislature, and I have to do a communication because that's a normal proceeding at the national legislature. That when something is happening in your district or in your county, the first thing to do is to bring it to the attention of the office of the speaker, and then the speaker will sign on and send it down to the chief clerk office, and for a placement on the agenda to be discussed in plenary. So when I heard the information and I got the video, I got so disappointed to the extent, and I quickly, hurriedly, wrote a communication to the speaker office, and when the speaker saw it, he was shocked, and he was also disappointed. He could not really, comprehend the video that came from, Barracan, precisely, or the other towns. So the speaker hurriedly instructed the chief clerk to do a communication, and to put it on the floor, and backed by my communication. So when they put it on the floor and they asked me to, provide what necessitated my communication, and I was able to explain to the police. I think you can see Jackie Coleman in the video, other guys in the video that telling us we need to move into Maryland County now to make sure that what the ERU is doing there, and make sure let pull it to a halt. You saw almost the whole floor, they were against the situation of MOPP and CRC. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Austin Taylor because whenever you put the communication on the floor, you got to find somebody that will help to take some motion, for the bigger decision. Mm-hmm. So when I put the communication on the floor, I went to Austin Taylor and I asked him, you have to do a motion, as a legislative proceeding. You can't just put communication on the floor and you don't know who to do the motion. Right. So I went to Austin Taylor and I asked Austin Taylor that the communication that's on the floor, you got to do a motion, for the appearance of these people, because communication also demanded for it. So after I had laid the premise and I was able to explain to my colleagues in plenary, all of them got furious about it because they had the same experience with what you call a big mountain, had the same experience with China Union, fully have to represent, fully have to move in there with men. Before today, China Union is now doing little things in bone mines. So all of them got furious about it. Then Austin Taylor had to take the mark and also expressed his frustration and disappointment in the manner and form in which MOPP and CRC are conducting themselves vis-a-vis the police in that place that we thought they could be a help to our people, or they could be a help to MOPP and CRC. They say, look, you guys have spent since 2011 you've been here. Your concession agreement is expired. All of the clauses that within our concession agreement that talk about employment, that talk about building schools, that talk about building hospital, bridges, everything, they are complete fiasco. They're not working again. So it means that that entire concession agreement, they are in the unuseful position. So they should have been very much meticulous enough as a police officer who's going to safeguard life and property to move in that kind of gangster form. That was so important for us, for the ERU. So the men took the motion, and then it was backed by the entire plenary to invite the police commander, the police director, Gregory Coleman, and invite the justice minister, and also invite the MOPP and CRC. And today, this morning, the chief clerk has issued a letter to the police director. She has issued a letter to the justice minister, and also filed a letter to MOPP. While we're in a conversation with the budget this evening, and I received a call, from 105 Prince Mobile. They say, oh, the police director, it will forward the letter to him, and he called because I'm a member on the National Security and Defense. I'm the third person on our committee on National Security and Defense. So he called me as a friend. My man, I got a communication from 100 sent a communication down to us as it related to ERU. What was the issue in the place? I said, you got to call your ERU commander there because the ERU commander in Maryland, it seems to be that he himself has a problem because he misusing the weapon you're getting there. He misusing the weapon. He misusing the weapon on armless citizens just because of palm oil. So he's okay, but we need to talk about it tomorrow. So I think they got to come and meet me tomorrow, but we have cleared with it. I told him the police director, Gregory, got to come. Why it is true, I'm a member of the National Security and Defense Committee. We're not doing National Security and Defense Committee. We're doing a strictly plenary something here. So the communication have gone to them already. We're waiting for because we're going to conclude with the budget tomorrow, but I think we'll be coming back again. We're going to conclude for around 1 week. But because of the important nature of so many things that are on the speaker desk, I saw people signing resolution they even to extend again for another 1 or 2 weeks. So I'm sure when we come back, then we'll be able to invite the police director, the justice minister, and the MOPP family to be able to explain to our people, explain to plenary, the people deputy, why is it they have to sit down and just expand and just send police in a place that which of course MOPP, PSU, ERU, they are there to safeguard life and property and to go after the major riots and things to go and help police. But to go and be going to be a Pamela, be going to be a real odd, it's so shameful and disgraceful on the part of the police. So we are clear about that. The communication is going already. Like I told Prince Mobile, my man Prince 105. I think the communication going. Even the PSU commander, I told them, and the ERU commander, I said, my man, the team communication going. So let's just go when Gregory come, then we'll be able to handle it. So that's what we are now.
The police, in your words, you say it's shameful for them to run after palm nuts and palm oil, but the police was actually acting based on the warrant from the Magisterial Court. So basically, they were only doing what they were instructed to do.
No, the police, look, there's certain, if you are a police officer, when even they give you an instruction, when you get on the scene, you got to use your own, what we call security, what we call ingenuity, your own security thinking, and know that this order they give you, is not okay. You haven't seen Pleebo go on the scene when I was president for ERU. When they said Gabriel Lake, one guy over in the police, they said Gabriel Lake to come and take people. When they come and see a scene, you will see, you will continue to dress the PSU back continuously because he knows the terrain there. If he move into the place, he will fall into problem. If he move in the way, he will fall into problem. So what you will do, you will exercise the most professional police skills. But the police there, they never know for that the rate that was issued by Hotel Dennis, that rate, it was not a rate to be issued for palm oil, because it says a seizure. Like to say there's a criminal that in-house pursue, or somebody have done drugs something, or somebody have done the 1 year, says a seizure. Forget to know that they get private farms. They get Nene who get farm. They get Brooks Wallace got farm. They got other one that got farm. Tumu Wahoto got farm. Now, be from the MOPP get it for city. Okay. So how can you go over Pamela in Barragan on a market day?
No.
Honorable. You disrupt the whole shrines and things. The post society area, you disrupt it.
These people, there were palm oil confiscated. I heard that some mails were also confiscated, and they're in or should be in the possession of the Pleebo Magisterial Court. Can you confirm that?
I have not. I can't confirm that whether they got the mills in their hands. My point there is that let our people come, the police director come, the justice minister come. For Othello on, the same thing that happened between Karine and I is the same thing that happened between Othello, Dennis, and I. Everybody is complaining about Othello, Dennis in that place. And when you're in the judiciary system, you need to be that kind of person who is served to bring down more calm activities in where you find yourself in that jurisdiction, because you will do bulk of your case through conferences. You do bulk of your case through conferences and use the thing they call the personal reconnaissance under the law to settle bulk of the case. People know that yes, indeed, you are a real judge or you are a real magistrate. But to be a magistrate that will be financially drunk in search of money every time you put the bank, be collecting money for them, it's wrong. It's wrong. So I don't want to know about that. Because I know Pleebo, my parent hotel didn't just go into Pleebo. He don't know when riot comes into Pleebo, what can happen. So he don't know. He just there extorting money from the people on a daily basis in terms of using his gabble. Okay. And I'm glad about that. I'm communicating to the to the chief justice about that. I have already the investigative team. I already know that. I've communicated to them already. He said just do the letter and send it. So he's already going to the chief justice. No. So whether he confiscated meal or whatsoever he is saying, the fact of the matter that the process is wrong. People got their private fund, they got a right to buy milk. MOPP they cannot stop anybody from buying milk. That's the first thing. Anybody get a right to buy their own milk. So you want it because you got sugarcane farm plantation and not making buy sugarcane milk, or then if you get palm farm and not making buy palm milk, when you know that MOPP is not buying the poor palm any longer, they are playing games. The farms only got to buy milk to fix that oil.
Finally,
so when you see oil on the market and you say it is for them, you go and seize that milk. What is the name of it? You say MOPP is the only one that's bring milk in this country like this. As to say there's a monopoly on milk. That's okay. Been so faulty.
So finally, let's look at this because I talked with some people, including the police. They said that there's a standing arrangement between MOPP and the private or the smallholders farmers. Is that still standing, that arrangement?
That arrangement between they and the smallholder farmers, it was there that look, we gave you, if you read the concession agreement, they call it the agro program. They said we're going to give the people a seedings, right? Mm-hmm. The essence of giving the people the seeding, it was the same thing they want to minimize in terms of people crushing on their palm or other thing. So they give the seeding to the people to plant, and in return they will buy the palm oil, they buy the palm oil from the people. As we speak, there are more than 15 to 20 farms owners.
Now I asked that question, sir, to know whether in that arrangement it forbids the smallholder farmers from producing palm oil for themselves. That's why I ask.
That's what I'm saying. No, I categorically no. They told them, say, look, we'll give you the city, and in return we'll get the palm from you. Up to this time, people farms, the palms are getting rotten, they are red, they don't buy it. So the best thing the people could do now is that the people decided to bring milk. There was no agreement that if we give you the thing, you must bring it. I mean, when we don't buy it from you, there is no need to bring a machine to work for yourself. No, the people that have invested money, even created money from the bank. I have some documents in my possession that the bank in Pleebo gave some people some money to open farms. As we speak right now, the people cannot pay the bank back because what their palm oil and their palm oil is not going, they're not buying it. MOPP have misled the people. CRC or Safeguard has misled the people. They don't buy the palm from the people any longer. So they are indebted to the bank. So the only assurance they get the bank was that, look, just give us things, let's get some machines, we process our oil and instead of being able to pay back to the bank to liquidate their liability with the bank. So MOPP and these people not in that kind of what we call Jesus or God contract that by all costs you got to save me. No. The fact of the matter there, everybody are at liberty. You have your farm, you play your palm law. When you know it is in the harvesting mode, if you can get the Africans, if you can get a small machine, you bring it to your farm and process it. So nobody has to stop you. This country is a country of law. So no law will tell you, say, because you buy a machine, milk to come face your palm law, then one magistrate should sit down and take an instruction from MOPP that's supposed to increase her own security. If you feel your palm law is lossy, why she can't increase her own security today as we speak? MOPP has contracted almost all the security apparatus all to people. Give it to AB Coleman. They are using palace security. Every Coleman doesn't, you don't even pay palace security at the end of the month. So now 2-3 months old palace security. So you don't see MOPP own lackadaisical attitude as it relates to or refusal to pay the people, and then you're using the police now who's going to be there to be the happy apple to come and go after them. And now what are you doing on that?
Okay,
MOPP
Honorable.
should hold yourself responsible. CRC should hold yourself responsible. You should be the one to increase your step up your security to protect your plantation. But you have reduced the entire security on the plantation, and then using the state security because they don't know their function. You're using it to run after palm oil in the market, palm oil in the port town, run behind machine because you're giving a little or nothing or peanuts. The palace security using it, you don't even give every Coleman the correct money for every Coleman to be able to pay people. You don't give every Coleman correct money, so because on 2-3 months the palace security don't take pay. But the PSU weaponize them to go against our people.
Okay, sir.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's it.
Thank you very much.
That is wrong. So what we're doing right now is when the communication have gone, when Gregory come, that's the time they will know say that seriously we're doing it. Because we'll deal with Gregory right in session there. You will know from then when he will move back to the intent and say, what is doing that is that wrong? Then we'll get to tell the man himself. Say the man start to the mindset of what he said. He feels that he's so mad that I want to do everything in Pleebo. That's what he tried to do. So we engage him on that, and he said we know say yes indeed. They play that kind of work along with the people so that we all can move together and run the place in most homogeneous form.
Okay, Honorable Williams, we want to say thank you very much for taking your time on the show tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, that was Honorable Anthony Williams of Pleebo District Number 2. Let's take a short break. We started a bit late, so we're going to add your time, the time we used. So, yeah. We need to be together. We need to be united. Yeah. 088-019-1972, 0770-571010. Those numbers, if you dial, will put you through on Radio TU. We're here for you. And you know that is what we do at this time. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Gardiner.
Yes, hello. Tell us your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Gregory Nathaniel Jr. calling from West Virginia.
Mr. Jidova, you're live. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, and thanks to Brian Dio for the update. And I would say thank God because we listened to the bereaved family. Yeah, they were very aggrieved concerning about their lost brother, and so we felt that there was going to be attention. But thank God, God appeared on their heart that the God who brought him on earth taking away. So we say no more man to the family.
Okay.
So concerning about the TU issue, I listened to you as the incoming president will be inaugurated tomorrow. That you get information that certain group or individuals want to carry on some of the Russian tomorrow, and she came out to say yes, it is true. They hear information that I know so our working that group want to address their press vision whatsoever. But what I believe is that I said the one time that the falling of the jolly is the warning to the fresh one. You know, what the president did or what the institution did to post up to those party thing on campus, I think is the best thing. Because these are the things that undermine the university or learning process. They are everybody in favor of what they want to do. So we pray to God that they should put it under control. If you learn, you get a BSc, you want to go to law school, you want to go to politics school, you go to Moreover, I think you can attend. So I think the administration should post up to it now. That's my recommendation. And concerning the Honorable Mr. Gardiner, let me be bold with you. All male, they are extremely well when they came into this country. They came in this country with all ministry that within the government. They had agents in this county and all over Liberia to educate our justice system and educate our national, whosoever. So they put it well. Can you imagine myself, our businessmen, when at that time was selling few. I came from the port because whenever the Catarina come, the army vessel come, the people will carry some other food store and give a few. We sell the few and get our daily bread. A police officer came and said that he was taking my fuel. I said, no, I will not take a fuel. He called for the army police. And when all my police got there, he asked him, he said, what you want all to do to this man? He said, the man, I saw him with you, so I want to take a fee from him. So the man asked him, do you have any complaint in your docket? He said no. So the man said, wow, it's not a case, leave him. So then left me. Unfortunately, the following day, I saw the other officer came around unbeknownst to me. He alone came and said, my man, I came to you, you have been rearrested. I said, rearrested for what? He said, concerning our issue. I said, but you were there when all my police make clarity. And why you came? He said, let's go to the office when he say, I just call you and I want to get you on guard. Anytime we get information, we'll stay conference. I say 100 days, I'm waiting for you. So what I'm trying to say is that our people should not make all to think about the past government. Doing state administration. Well, those leveling guys were here saying that I having Liberian government in my pocket.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay, Mr. Jiraba, thank you very much.
So that my contribution tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. Let's take another person. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Gardiner.
Good evening.
This is Jennington K. Bakwi calling from HTU Resident.
Mr. Bakwi, you're live. Go right ahead.
Thank you very much for the show. Let me just quickly move to the issue of the ERU and down to the magistrate. I think what the Honorable Major said, is a flagrant abuse of authority by the magistrate by issuing such a seizure warrant. We are no longer in the dark days. And so the guy's behavior was very boisterous. It's total unacceptable, counterproductive, very nefarious for what the guys did. Yeah, actually. We are no longer fighting war. And I will want to blame our county, our local authority here. When this type of thing happens, they do take action.
Yeah, but
MOPP, NCLC, they put their investors. And so they should not be the one monopolizing our economy. All because they can get their money. The ERU, they are not private security. They are government. They are state security. So why were they used in that direction? Why were they used in that direction? We are no longer fighting war. Why would you be firing arms at people?
Okay.
And then the local authority will sit here and look at MOPP all because they can get brown envelope. What they did to our people were actually unacceptable. It's just hard to explain. And so I want for the government to take serious action expeditiously to make sure that what the ERU guys did, they should evade them from here. We don't want them here because they no longer protect the life and property, but rather they receive bribe and use the power the way they should not have used it.
Okay, those are allegations, though. We've not ascertained as to whether they. Hello? Good evening.
This is Kamal Jusu calling from Miran Hill.
Mr. Kamal, you're really touring now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just came to visit my home at Powys now.
Okay, go ahead.
Try to the bereaved family. Tell them thank you for the decision they have taken. Even though no DNA tests were carried out to find out why the body that they found was their own son body. But anyway, it's good that God has bring the situation under control.
Okay.
And to MOPP issue, the magistrate used the oath they took that go around the world and eat the foods. So that the technique the oath they use on the ERU that go around the country and eat the foods. And see, the ERU guys came to barricade. They forget to know their own oath they took. They can't distract the people that are for nothing. So the ERU action they took a barbaric act, a very uncivil act they did to the barricade people. So it's good that the representative of the district have taken the action by summoning them to appear before a panel and next week we are panel. So at least let the situation be under control. But next time they shouldn't try again because MOPP they have any machine that will come and detect whether the oil they took from barricade is their oil or that they own a palm oil or that the people probably suppose have country palm. People know the difference between country palm and the Goris palm. You see? And in Ivory Coast, the harvest their palm and go and buy from them. But what MOPP, they are not doing that. They're making the people strike going in vain. Even Padio, Omedio have a palm farm right on refugee camp. The palm is just spoiling every day. He had to buy a baby feed there and start fixing his own oil. So they will go there and say that we are oil again. It's very ugly. They carry very barbaric act against the people of Barricade. So let the government take a decisive action against them.
Okay.
That's my action there. That's my contribution tonight, Mr. Gardiner.
Okay, Mr. Kumara. Thank you very much. Let's go back to the line. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Gardiner.
Quickly, you live on the Night Talk. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, this is Francis Webo. Honestly, I'm joining from Wahalo Town.
Webo, hello.
Yeah, thank you, Omer. Let me just go straight to MOPP issue.
Straight.
Mr. Gardiner, even though what the ERU did by going in the market collecting the people oil is wrong, but Mr. Gardiner, we'll talk on the other side and we'll talk the other one. Mr. Gardiner, if we have to be continuing taking an issue, if from it will not be a good thing for us.
What kind of issue?
Excuse me, Mr. Gardiner, when we're small, some of us, we went to Lesigo. When Lesigo was here, if our old people were praise Lesigo, but I said it in Lesigo different here. So when we say that because the people from Saturday, there's something not wrong, and we'll go again, then we stay there. Support tomorrow, and more people say that, okay, but say anything the people do to us, we'll go talk, or we'll do our own, everybody can go again, or so let's just pack our katosa and go. What will become of us? For we that in and Harper district, we're not benefiting from MOPP. We're not benefiting from MOPP, but that's something the people doing to MOPP that were hurting there. So let's see both sides. Let's see both sides.
Okay.
Yes. I listen to the honorable man. When you screen the people, you carry them to the wall. So suppose tomorrow the people say, okay, we're packing to go. Let the people carry the farm. What will become so we the Marylander? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Keep the calls coming. We still have time to take a few more. 0880-191972. We're going to add the 5 minutes or so, which was lost because of the technical hitch. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Gardiner.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name is Oscar calling from Pleebo. Me, I will ask question. The ERU for the company or for the Liberian government?
ERU is for the Liberian government.
It's for the Liberian government, and only the palm. And only the palm.
Yeah, they assigned there.
Yeah, but the reason I ask the question is, MOPP have to get their own security, but Liberian government will go man, somebody farm, and firing gone up. I begin all the confusion. MOPP when they say the security for the government, they have to work for the government, but not for the company. Hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
Yeah, when you say for the government, they have to work for the government, but not for the company. The company have to get their own security.
Yeah, well, remember that the government has a duty as well to protect investors' interest in Liberia. So there's nothing wrong with having state security to beef up.
Anyway, so I can't understand you.
Okay, I was saying there's actually nothing wrong with having state security to beef up any company's private security because the government is under obligation to provide protection for investors which come into the country. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Mr. Gardiner.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello, Mr. Gardiner. I come here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Go ahead. Tell us the name and where you're calling from.
My name is Dennis calling from Homer Station.
Okay, Mr. Dennis.
My concern has been due to the MOPP issue.
Okay.
I listening to the lawmaker, in making sense, in saying a lot of good things are how in dragging MOPP and the magistrate to
to the lower house. But me, I understand that like the people said doing something to MOPP. If you do your survey, you see that the local farmers who have been farming, they now reach the price 150, but the amount of oil that can be on the market is too much.
Okay.
If MOPP get vest today and they pack off, which means the entire Maryland County will be jobless. So let's look at our issues. It's true that we don't want to give the people the land, but after giving them the land, they think they plan to get money for themselves. We're taking it and we're selling it to different people.
Okay, one of the issues that, even though not confirmed, and that's what I was trying to ask the representative, is MOPP, there's this information that MOPP has an arrangement with the farmers, the smallholders farmers, to buy their palm, and then in turn they will not make palm oil. So
yes,
maybe, okay, so the thing is, perhaps that is not going well, because we've been hearing that even up to July 26th, the company was owing for 3 months.
Exactly.
So maybe they should rearrange that agreement or MOU and say, hey, if you bring, as long as you bring your palm to us, we will buy it. But I think the problem here is that telling them not to make palm oil, but only to sell to the company. Don't you think that
Mr. Gardiner? MOPP give the palm seeds the palm seeds to the local farmers, and every palm tree is worth $20 US. If you can finish paying your money, you have the right to face it or any way you want to face it. But you can be holding the company while you not finish claim with the company.
So are you saying that the farmers are paying back?
Yes, they got to pay back. It's a payback issue. It's not something free. Even the lawmaker itself, no.
I wish I could get a hand on that document. Thank you very much. We're out of time. I wish I could get a hand on that document. I really want to see, that memorandum of understanding. Unfortunately, MOPP people, they just won't talk to people. I don't know why. Yeah, MOPP just try to get to them. No way. There was a time when they had this issue with a local businessman in Maryland County. I went all the way there. I drove there at Bolobo, and I just couldn't get anyone to talk to me. When you go to they say, oh no, now I'm responsible for you. They say, oh, the man who's on the door, now you go to the other bit. Well. But anyway, we've run out of time, and we want to say thanks to all of you for your participation, either by simply just listening or by calling in the program to have your say. Thanks to our contributors and all of our online guests. My name is Rocheford Gardiner. A repeat of this program is usually at 8 the next morning. Good night. They